Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Nameless Losers. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Alyssia.
and today we have a lot of different things to talk about.
I first want to talk about how long it took us to just come up with an intro to this episode.
I mean, it took even longer to come up with a name, so can't be that bad.
We were gonna start it off with "Hey bitches," but I think that might have scared some people away.
It, you just have bad ideas. Let's just put it that way.
That's why
This,
I'm here.
yeah, that's exactly why you're here, not because we decided to do this together or anything.
It's my idea. My terrible idea that I didn't have well set.
All right. Well, anyways, so what do you want to start with?
I did have a dream
Oh God.
about someone in my class, and I'm prone to having like weird dreams.
I'm very aware that you tell me almost all of them.
Well, let's explain one of the dreams that I did have so they know how weird it is.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell him the birth dream.
So, Ryan is a kind of a small guy.
Okay. Yep.
And so anyways, I had a dream. We were both in this class in high school, an EMT class, and we had to learn how to help a woman give birth. And I still have nightmares of the videos Junie has showed us. Anyways,
I just want to say it wasn't the videos that he showed us weren't as bad as him literally shoving a baby back up into a vagina. That was probably worse.
I liked how he called it vagina instead of vagina.
Okay, go on.
Anyways, I guess that me having a dream of a woman gave birth reminded me of you since I had you in that class. Anyways, I was helping this little woman give birth, and I was like so terrified that I was gonna fuck something up. And I was like in full doctor outfit, like those gloves that you wear
Yeah,
up to
the
your
elbows.
yes. I had those on, and I was like trying to help pull the baby out. And then its feet come out first, and I was like, oh shit, that's not how that's supposed to happen. And they had shoes, and the shoes were like big.
It's a baby with big shoes.
Well, not like
It's like
baby
clown
size.
shoes?
No, not like baby size shoes, but like normal person, like your size shoes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then the legs start coming out, and they have clothes, they have jeans on. And I'm like, what's going on? I never learned this.
This isn't how it's supposed to happen. Why is it closed?
And the woman's just yelling and pushing, and I'm like so confused, and I don't know what to do. So I just step away, and like it just like you slowly swimmer out. You
Yeah.
and you're fully clothed. You have your glasses on. You don't have any like gunk or anything on you.
I'm not like slimy or anything like a normal baby. I just, came out feet first and walked off.
That's what you did. You were like, what? You looked at me. You're like, what? Really mean? Like how you usually do. And you walk out of the room and you slam the door behind you, and everyone is just like looking at me and looking around the room like, what just happened?
I come out what do you want? This is a normal Friday for me. Just walk out the door.
Reminded me kind of like South Park, like Kenny. But anyways, I had this dream about this guy we went to high school with.
Oh god.
Anyways, I forgot my backpack in the thing, and I back in the classroom, and I asked, Janae was in it, our old friend.
Yeah.
So I asked Janae to come with me, and Matthew's the only one in the classroom. And she's waiting by the door, and I go in and I grab my backpack, and I see Matthew pulling out his eyeball. Apparently he had a glass eyeball, and he was like cleaning it before he went to lunch, because that's where we were apparently going. We were going to lunch, and he was cleaning his glass eyeball, and he saw me, and he's like, like he got like really nervous, and I just walked out because I didn't know how to react.
So this not a fake eye. I don't know what.
So then I message him as soon as I wake up, and I'm like, Matthew,
Are your eyes real? Can you actually see what's going on right now?
I messaged him and I asked him if he had a glass eyeball. And he was so confused. I was like, I just had like a weird dream where you were cleaning your eyeball, and it felt so real. And I'm kind of scarred.
It's like I've never seen a man pull his eye out of his skull before, and I just want to know, do you really do that?
Well, I've been watching a lot of TikToks where people have glass eyes and they pull them out and they like put them back in, and it like, I don't know.
See, this is part of the reason that I'm not on TikTok right now.
I think TikTok is great. I
do understand that it's like Vine in a way. Like there are some people on there that are like Vine. But when it first started out, it was nothing but people dancing, and you started doing that and sending videos to me.
I was too scared to like post them.
Yeah. You didn't post them, you just sent them to me, and I had to watch.
It was painful, right?
It was very painful, and I didn't know why you were trying to do this.
I wanted to learn the dances, and the thing is, I went to Adriana's house, and she was trying to teach me the dances, and then she had me film them so she could watch them, and so we could like make them. But I can't.
See, but the thing is that the majority of people doing them are either like high school students or people who actually know how to dance. You are neither of those.
I just want to have some fun. Like, it looks so fun and they look so cool, and I want to be cool and fun.
Okay, back in high school, like in speech, when we were in speech, I could understand, like that was something I would have done. Like if someone had asked me to do it, I'd be like, okay, yeah, whatever. But now, I am an adult.
I don't want to grow up yet.
I don't either. But I also don't want to look like an idiot.
I have made some TikToks, and one of them actually got like 100 likes, and I was like so happy.
This is the greatest moment of my life.
I showed my mom and everything, and she was not very impressed.
That's the point where you know you're not cool. It's when you make a video, it gets likes, and you're like, oh my god, I have to show my mom.
I don't know anyone else to show besides you, but you just make fun of me. My mom is like, she doesn't care, but she'll be like, oh, cool.
It's a good job.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's going on. But she's like, oh, that's cool. I'm happy for you.
Good job.
Yeah, see, I just need some positive reinforcement.
See, alright. Going back to the glass eye thing, I don't know if you've noticed that I've been doing this, but like...
You have glass eyes?
I've been taking my eyes out this whole time. I can't actually see you. No. I don't have...
That's why you hang out with me?
Yeah, that's it. No, normally I wear glasses. Yesterday I went up to Pueblo to get...
Oh yeah, that's why you look different.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 8 minutes now, and it's like, something's different about him. What is it? Oh wait, he doesn't have glasses that he normally wears.
Go on. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Anyway, I went up to Pueblo yesterday to get my new prescription because it's been like 3 years since I've last seen an optometrist. So my old prescription is kind of
bad.
Yeah. So I got contact lenses because they gave me contact lenses right away instead of waiting for like 2 weeks to get my new glasses, which is what I'm wearing right now. And every time, like, I'm so used to having glasses, I keep trying to push them up and there's nothing there and I get so confused and I don't know why I keep doing it.
Maybe you just now it's just your tick.
Yeah, you just see me walking down the street just rubbing the bridge of my nose trying to get my glasses up and I don't have glasses. Like, I don't know if that happens for anybody else that's switched from glasses to contacts, but it's happening to me right now and I don't know how to feel about it.
You know, I'm so terrified to like my vision's 20/20.
Yeah.
But I didn't see last year coming. Anyways.
Don't ever do that again.
Anyways, I'm so terrified to put contacts in. Like, I don't know why, but I don't like anything near my eyes. I can't even put, like, eyeliner on. It scares me. Like, my mom, when I was younger, she wanted to do my makeup, and she was, like, trying to put eyeliner on me, and I was running around the house, and I was like, you're not touching me with the eyeliner.
So don't poke me in the eyes.
I don't like anything near my eyes. I don't want to put in contacts. It's like a really big fear.
So definitely not getting your eyes tattooed.
I don't know why people even do that.
They like the color of not white.
It's so scary. I would like to have my eyes change color. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can do it with contacts.
Exactly, but I can't do that because I'm too scared.
It's not as bad as people make it seem. It is kind of difficult the first couple times, but like after a while, you kind of get used to it. Unless you're my nephew, who for some reason puts it on his nail and tries to put it on with his nail, and then comes back to me afterwards and he's like, "Why does my eye hurt? Why is my eye all red?" I was like, "Not definitely because you were scratching your eye trying to put your contacts in."
Oh my god, like I'm getting like chills.
Don't do that.
Just imagine him doing that. Have you seen that video where this lady tries to put contacts in and she's high and she's like freaking out and she can't take them out either and she's like crying. She's like, maybe that'll get them out if I cry.
Yeah, see, my nephew can't take them out either. He didn't realize that he had taken them out already, or they had fallen to the counter.
Oh my
So
god.
he was sitting there just grabbing his eye, and I was like, "Okay, first of all, it's right there."
I don't want to talk about this.
It's like, no, I don't want this anymore.
I feel so uncomfortable.
Well, welcome to my life.
Just watching him grab his eye. Ew. Ew. I can't even watch makeup tutorial videos when they put on eyeliner. I'm like, no, I can't watch it.
Why is that so weird for you?
I don't like anything close to my eyes. Like,
Can you put on mascara at least?
I can only I only do it sometimes.
It's like I could attempt to, but I will still freak out.
I can't like curl my. It took me the longest time to be able to curl my lashes, and I still don't wear makeup a lot because it freaks me out to have stuff close to my eyes.
Oh man.
That and I'm really lazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we got the faces for radio, baby.
Okay. First of all, I don't have a face for radio or a voice for radio, so this is
face for radio means like you're really ugly.
That's exactly up. Go ahead and crush people's dreams now.
No. That's what I've always heard.
I mean, I've worked at a radio station before.
You have?
For like a day.
Fired you or what?
It was like a what do you call it? Like when you go in and they teach you how to do it and they pay you for it, but they are trying to like
an internship?
See if you can actually do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway, I was doing that for the radio station here in town. I was living in Raton at the time, and I had to be there at 5:30. So I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, take a shower, get dressed. I don't even think
take a shit.
Well, that too, but you got to do that before the shower. I don't think I ate. I was so hungry when I got up there, and the guy, it was just all simple stuff. Like, it was like, you gotta come in, record this, edit it, post it to the thing, change it over to...
That sounds so fun.
I mean, it's not that hard, but it's not, like, something I'd want to do either. But that's... I forget what we were trying to discuss about that. Anyway, no, okay, I remember. This is going to happen a lot, just so you know. We were talking about face for radio. A lot of the people there, they weren't how you would describe them as ugly.
So they're hot.
I'm not saying that.
That's what you're saying. They're hot.
But they weren't like ugly. Like I'd see them in a movie.
No, they're even hotter than hot. They're like...
No.
I just did like a sound effect, but you know what I mean. They're like, wow, oh my god, Tom Cruise. Well, he's not that really attractive.
Danny DeVito.
Oh.
So wait, no, that takes it back down.
Are you kidding? Danny DeVito's like, I'm just kidding.
That I still don't know why people. Have you seen Friends?
A few episodes
Have you seen the episode?
where Danny DeVito is a stripper.
Yeah,
Yes, I have.
that I don't understand.
It reminded me of you.
Okay, I may be the same size as Danny DeVito, but I am not balding yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Give it another 20 years. um, but anyway, no. I've heard so many people talk about how they would love to have Danny DeVito strip for them, and I don't understand why. Like,
It'd be so funny.
it's the same thing with like Shrek and Danny DeVito. Like those are people's two main obsessions, and I have no clue why. Like, why? What's going on?
I don't know. They're sexy, man.
Is it the whole Shrek is love, Shrek is life thing? Is that where this started?
I think it's because, like,
if you've
they're
ever watched that
funny.
video, I apologize.
I think you sent me that video.
I did not. You sent it to me.
Oh, then who sent it to me?
We watched it in school, I'm sure. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Dula had put it on for us.
Dula's our middle school teacher.
Yeah, that was an interesting class.
Dula's an interesting person.
I miss him, honestly.
He hated me. I don't know why.
Oh.
I was always getting in trouble in that class, and I didn't even do anything.
Oh, man.
I'd talk, and he'd be like, Alyssia.
Shut up.
Yeah, basically.
See, he loved me.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
I don't know why. I didn't do anything. Like, I remember there was this one time we were in his class, and he was going around the room. He had handed out this assignment for like some social studies thing, and it was like a matching whatever. He was going around the room, looking at everybody's paper, flipping it over, checking all the answers, and he was yelling at every single one of them, like because they had an answer wrong or they were missing an answer. And then he came to me, and I just completely forgot to do the homework that night, and I had mine out on the table. I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna yell at me.
Rip
He's gonna
your
hate
ass.
me. I'm gonna get in so much trouble right now." He just looks down at my paper, looks up at everyone else. He's like, "Good job, Brian." I was like, "What?" I didn't know what had happened, and everyone just glared at me at that table. They're like, "He doesn't have any of his stuff done. He's the only one out of us that doesn't have anything done."
Exactly. I remember I was sitting on the opposite side of the room. I had like 2 questions unanswered because I didn't understand it. And like, he's like, detention.
Yeah.
And I was like, for 2 questions? What do I do? Sit in detention and just finish those 2 questions and then leave? So I'm like sitting there in detention. I finished the 2 questions. I'm like, do I leave?
It's like, I don't know what to do now. I got detention from him one time, and all he had me do was to look up a word in the dictionary and write its definition, and then he let me go.
What?
It's like, look up a word in the dictionary you've never heard of, write down the definition, give it to me, and then you go. It's like, oh, okay.
He really liked you.
It was definitely weird. Like, I don't know if it was like a crush sort of thing. You remember I don't know, were you at the table when he came up to me? Because me and Josh, I had this new leather jacket. It wasn't new. It was like from a thrift shop, but it was new to me. So I was trying to zip it up, and the zipper got stuck right there, and Josh was there trying to help me. Dula just like comes up behind me. He's like, "Oh, zippers!" And he stands up and turns around to the whole class. He's like, "Anyone who can write me a paper on the history of zippers gets like 100 extra credit points or whatever." I was like, "What?" And like he comes around and starts zipping my zipper up and down on my jacket, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. This is really awkward.
I see. He probably felt bad because he made you feel so awkward.
He that's probably why he left. He's like, that poor child.
I think he left because he had so many kids and the teaching wasn't doing it anymore.
That too. That man had like 8 daughters. he didn't want to quit having kids until he had another son, or was it the other way around?
I think it was the other way around. He wanted another daughter. He had
It
like
was
many
yeah.
sons.
It was, and he showed us to. Oh man,
You gotta know when to quit. You know, claim your losses.
So, you don't have any more daughters in there, bro.
Ew. I want to go back to the strippers.
Oh God! All right,
I remember I wanted to get you like a mini stripper
I
for your
aimed you for
birthday.
that. Yeah, my 21st birthday.
I still want to get myself a stripper for my birthday.
I'm not helping.
But anyways, you said a lot of people want to strip.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, just strip for them.
Yeah,
You can make a business out of that.
I am not gonna dress up as Danny DeVito and strip for people.
No, you just strip for people. You're the same size as Danny DeVito. You already said this.
That's not how that works.
But listen, I looked up strippers for your birthday, and the midget strippers cost the most. The stripper for my birthday, because I looked it up too, is like $200. The stripper for your birthday is like $2,000 because they're tiny and they're rare.
Midget strippers are the rarest
Yeah, and they're so much money.
because they're actual midgets. Like okay, I'm not trying to make fun of midgets or anything, but they have like a larger head. Like they're formed differently, so you can tell when someone's a midget and when someone's just short. Danny DeVito is just short, like me.
Yeah, but a lot of people want short strippers. My grandma even talked about getting a midget stripper for one of her birthdays.
I don't.
And I like you could wear your like little suit thing. By the way, he came in like a suit.
Okay, so first of all, she told me, "Hey, come in something nice," knowing that I don't have any clothes. I lost all my stuff. And she's like, "Hey, come dressed up nice." I was like, "All I have is t-shirts that I bought from a thrift store."
I like love it. It's like a little suit thing.
This is the best you're gonna get out of me right now.
I'm wearing a hoodie.
You get a tuxedo.
I thought we were
Tuxedo
filming.
shirt.
I thought we were filming it, so I was like, "Yeah, wear something nice. We'll film it." And you're like, "No, we're not filming it." Even though I wore a suit.
I didn't know why you wanted me to dress up. It just happened, right?
That's why. I thought we were gonna be on camera, and then you said no, and I was like, "All right, I don't."
Your room isn't fit for a camera right now.
It's clean. I cleaned it yesterday.
No one wants to look at that.
My brother asked me if I was going through another emo phase because I've been listening to like a lot of punk rock and sad songs, and I've been very emotional.
Oh.
I was like, that is so rude.
It's kind of true though. Like those have been on your door since you were like in 6th grade. Before that,
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm trying to do my room like a little makeover. I think it might bring me more happiness.
I think you just need to like.
I'm trying to make over my entire life right now.
Yeah, like grow up a little bit, maybe.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Just because I listen to the same music as you listen to some weird ass music.
Okay, but
you've been listening to it since you were in 6th grade too.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you talking shit?
It was never a phase, all right.
Yeah, it's not a phase for me either. I'm just full emo. So rude.
Oh.
I swear.
That's just who I am, so you can't really say anything. So, what's been happening in your life lately, then?
Oof. Let's see.
Nothing. So I don't have a life. I watch YouTube videos.
I do. I just started school last week. One of the projects in one of my classes is to make a podcast. And I was like, I'm already doing that.
It's like, cool, so that's a thing.
But I probably should not send this to my teacher.
You probably shouldn't.
So I'm going to do a different project and send that to her. That's what I was...
I want you to... I actually do. I want you to send this to your teacher and then just see what he says.
Well, it's a woman.
See, okay, I'm sorry.
Women can be teachers too, right?
Okay, my favorite teacher was a woman, so...
Why?
Miss Berry.
Oh. I was like, what's she doing?
So what do you mean?
She's really cool. I probably will not send her this, so.
Miss Berry? Yeah, I wouldn't send Miss Berry this either.
Actually, I would send Miss Berry this, but not my college professor. She'd be like,
Miss Berry is cool. She'd probably like it.
Yeah. Miss Berry's our old speech teacher.
And English teacher.
Yes, she was super cool.
Oh, I remember she told us one time. She came up to us when we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, you guys are so messed up. But when you graduate, come back and we'll play it.
we should! I remember one time, there's this, like, really annoying girl that sat in the front of the class.
Is it Rachel?
I wasn't going to say names, but it was not Rachel. But anyways, she was new. I think you know who I'm talking about. Don't say names.
Tiffany. We'll call her Tiffany.
Okay, we'll call her Tiffany. So she's sitting in the front of the class, and she's like, she's new there, and she's already like with the popular kids and stuff like that. And she's like, Miss Berry, like talking like her, like she knows her, like, bitch, you don't know her.
Okay.
And she's like, Miss Berry, this isn't even like a test. It's like the SATs. Look how many papers there are. And I remember Adriana was like, that is a test, you dumb bitch. She like yells it out. And Miss Berry, after she's like, I need to talk to you girls. And we're like, shit, she's gonna tell us something because she heard us. And she's like, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard. She's like, I was trying so hard not to laugh. She's like, next time, like,
say it a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
So I don't have to yell at you.
Yeah, basically. But it was so funny.
That's why I love Miss Berry though. Like, she was just cool with everything. It was frightening when you made her mad.
Oh yeah.
But she was cool with like pretty much anything.
Yeah, she's super nice. I miss her.
Yeah, I need to go back and see how she's doing.
It's really sad, huh? Like, our one like friend in high school was a teacher.
My best friend in high school was my English teacher. So
that's why this podcast is called The Nameless Losers, because we're losers. Who would have thought?
Moving on.
Well, speaking of high school.
Oh, okay.
What was your most embarrassing moments?
In high school.
Or like overall, but I know like a lot of happened in high school.
In high school, I think the most... I don't know if it was embarrassing. I didn't get really embarrassed in high school a lot.
I did.
I'm aware. I made fun of you for most of it.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Like, the weirdest thing was the group of girls you hung out with, they got me and my best friend confused. You know who I'm talking about. For
Confused.
Homecoming. She asked you to ask me if I wanted to go to homecoming with her.
Oh yeah.
But she got me confused with my best friend because we're always hanging out and like say, oh, that's Ryan and Josh.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, you should ask Ryan if he wants to go to homecoming with me. And you came up, and this was like just after I had gotten out of a breakup, so I told you no anyways. But you went back and you're like, yeah. So he said yeah, and I looked back at you and I was like, I don't know what you're... And I hated you for that. And then, like, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes later, she got up, came over to me, and she's like, just kidding. I didn't know that you were Ryan. And just walked away.
So the reason I said yes to her, because I was like, she just got out of a breakup. Like, I not like force you to go to homecoming, but I wanted you to have a good time and not stay at home and cry.
Okay, I went to homecoming and cried. That makes it so much better.
I just wanted you to have a date because your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend had a date, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get him a date. And she came up to me, and I was like, okay, like this is like the solution here. And then she wasn't even talking about you, which that made it very bad.
It made it worse. She came up and she's like, I didn't know you were Ryan.
Yeah, because she got you two confused for some reason. Like, how?
To be fair, we were like always hanging out together. Like it was always Josh and Ryan, Ryan and Josh, and
That's true, but it's a small school.
okay, yeah, no, I can't argue about that.
Our graduating class was like 20 people. And
It was 32, which is the biggest that they've ever had, I believe.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how she could get you two confused, and I felt so bad. I felt even worse after that.
And I still went to homecoming with you guys. Like I went to dinner with you guys. I hated that you guys chose that Chinese restaurant.
We found like little bugs in our
I
drinks.
hate that place. Like I'm not trying to slander anything, but every time I go in there, there's just like it's so dirty, and
That was the first time I've ever been there.
I can't.
I don't like Chinese food. It makes me really sick. I ate before I went. I just ordered a drink because I wanted to be with everyone, but I didn't want to be sick that night. It just doesn't agree with me.
Yeah, that would have been bad considering there were 5 of us in like a 3-person car.
Exactly. I didn't want to be like sharding, you know.
What about you? I feel like that's part of your most embarrassing high school story.
I never sharded. I maybe peed my pants once or twice.
I remember that actually. Yeah.
So it was like right before the talent show.
Yeah.
And we're like, me and my 2 friends, counting myself. 2 friends and then me, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And it was right before the talent show. We didn't sign up or anything, but we were like joking around and we are like, let's do like a dance for the talent show. And I was laughing so hard, and one of them like went under me, and I peed myself. And I was like, it was my pants were soaked. Like I was soaked, and my friend was like, "Oh, I have a friend that lent me her shorts that you could use." And I was like, "Okay," but the shorts were like one of the most meanest, popularest girl, and I was like, I basically was wearing her shorts with pee.
You should have.
She never found out.
Yeah, you should have peed in her shorts.
I thought about it.
It's like then I have no clean clothes, so
exactly.
let's not do that.
But I had to wash them and give them back to her so she could give them back to her.
I do remember that because I was there. I remember coming around the corner and everyone just like screamed, and that's why I come around the corner. And I'm like, what happened? Alyssia just peed herself. I was like, oh, okay.
I was so scared to put this on the internet.
I remember that because I was a judge that night too for the talent show. And Miss Berry, who was running it, told me, she's like, you're a judge, but you can't say anything mean. And when she said that, she looked like directly at me. I was like, why are you targeting me out, Miss Berry? I'm not mean. And someone was like, you're mean. I'm like, shut up.
Exactly. You're not really like mean, but you're really brutally honest. And it hurts sometimes.
So it hurts my feelings.
Very much. I cry at night.
I cry myself to sleep, but no one knows that. So
moving on.
Just keep that between us.
Is there any other embarrassing moments? Because I got plenty.
Yeah, I know you have plenty. Like I said, I wasn't really embarrassed in high school that much. I mean,
I have like outside high school, in college, in middle school, like
you're just like a whole
mess.
Yeah.
I remember like in middle school, I had a crush on this dude.
Is it the guy that me and Josh?
I'm not gonna say that story because that's even worse. But I remember I had a crush on this dude, and my friends were like, "Go ask him out," and like me being like, "Okay." Like, I'm just going to follow what you say because you probably know better than I do. I walked up to them, and he told me no. And the field was wet. We were outside, and I fell on my face after that.
Was this before or after I got there?
It was...
Was this in, like, 6th grade or 7th grade?
Well, maybe it was in high school. I think it was, like, freshman year, maybe.
When did we go outside freshman year?
I think when they were doing track. Yeah.
Okay,
When we put you in like that little trash can and we were rolling you down the hill.
that was fun.
It was like around that time, and I asked him out. I walked. He said no. I walked away. I fell on my face. The field was wet. I got like mud all over. And then he walked past me and he went and asked out someone else.
It's like right in front of me.
He didn't even ask if I was okay. He didn't help me up. Nothing. He just like walked right past me.
See, I mean, at least at that time, you had the courage to ask somebody out. I didn't ask anybody out until like it was freshman year, but at the same time, she was like trying to ask me out for like 3 years.
Yeah, so you already know the answer.
Yeah,
I didn't know the answer.
you had the courage to do it at least. I
No, my friends were hyping me up. They're like, "Do it. He's not gonna say no." And then he said no. And then
that's why you have friends like me. Like I'll straight up tell you to your face, like you can't do this.
I'm glad. Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh at you if you try it, and you're gonna fail.
exactly. I need that. Bring me down to earth. It's funny though, because like after like we graduated and stuff, now he's like, "Oh, we should hang out. Like we should go do this," and I'm like, "No." I don't even know what I saw on YouTube.
That's the case with a lot of things, though. Like a lot of people you end up liking, and like afterwards, you're like, "What? What was I thinking? Why did I?"
I think almost everyone I liked ever.
I told you that. For most of the people that you asked out, I ended up telling you, like, "Why are you doing this? Yeah. You're a horrible person."
I'm so glad that they all said no. Like
even the people that did say yes. And you dated, you introduced me to them. I told you, why are you doing this? You're a horrible person. And it always ended up the same way.
Yeah, well. Okay, moving on. What's another embarrassing moment? It doesn't have to be in high school.
I do have some outside of high school, but I can't remember them offhand. Next time, I'll probably write it down and I'll come and talk to you about it.
You have to write them down. These haunt my memory.
Yeah, no. See, I let things go.
That's good. I need to learn how to do that.
You probably should.
I went on a date in like college and he asked me out and I was like, oh my god. So I was like really excited. And I was like texting my friend, telling her about the date and what happened. And he got into a taxi because he lived the next town over.
Yeah.
And there was a bench there, and I flipped over the bench myself, like me. I flipped over and I fell on my head.
Like you walked into it, or you were sitting on it and just somehow miraculously flipped over the back?
I walked into it and I fell over the top of it.
How tall is this bench? You're not much taller than me.
It's not that tall. It was like maybe this, but it was just long. Okay, and it didn't have a back to it.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And I fell over the top of it, and like, they were already driving off. And it was even worse that the driver of the taxi, he stopped on his brakes, and they all got out to see if I was okay.
I mean, at least they stopped to try to help you.
I mean, yeah, I think it just made it worse.
They weren't supposed to see that.
If they would have just went away, maybe I would have felt better, because like they didn't see it. I would have thought they didn't see it.
It's like, no, we know what happened.
I also, sophomore year, I fell down a flight of stairs.
You fall a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the leg brace and everything.
I dislocated my knee at prom.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. And then I went to Alyssa's house straight after one of my friends, and she didn't want me to go in the morning, and I couldn't even walk up the stairs. And she's like, you just stay here and hang out with me. And I'm like, dude.
With her dog that you're also allergic to.
Oh, I was dead. Like, because I'm like crazy allergic to dogs, and she has a husky, which is, they shed a lot, and I couldn't breathe.
It was hilarious.
I also remember one time I was at her house, and it was like a bunch of people. God, I don't even know why I'm saying this.
So I don't know why I'm telling everybody on the internet this right now.
But it was like after prom, everyone's at her house, and I'm dying. And I can't even see. My eyes are so swollen. and I'm like crawling to the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And the dog gets on top of me and just starts humping me. And like sheds of fur flying, and I'm like getting even worse.
What's going on? I can't see.
I can't fucking see. My eyes are swollen shut, and like everyone's laughing, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I feel something on my back, but like I don't know what's going on.
Is someone dancing on my back right now? Prom is over, guys.
And I just remember them like showing me a video when I felt better and I could actually see. And they sent me the video, and I was like, delete that. Like, do never show anyone that video. You can see my swollen ass face, and I'm like, what's going on?
I want to get a hold of one of them now and see if they still have the video.
I'm not even gonna tell you who was there, but you probably already know.
I know who was there. It was a small school. I know who your friends were. You had 5.
Oh wow, it did?
Okay, hold on, let me count. You had 2.
It was Alyssa, Janae, Adriana, you and Josh. So yeah, 5. But Janae moved.
Yeah.
So then I had 4.
Oh man. Anyway, speaking of like your dating thing.
Oh god.
This is what I was gonna tell you.
I don't want to know.
No, okay. This is what I was gonna tell you that one day. It's been 3 years now since we got out of high school. It's like the last time I dated anybody.
Oh god.
So I haven't been trying to do anything either.
To me either.
That's a lie. You dated people in college.
Yeah, but it did work out. And now I'm just like broken and emo apparently.
That's been the same since high school.
Yeah,
Middle
but like
school. Maybe in elementary. Who knows?
Yeah, I was listening to Screamo on the playground.
I was listening to Eminem in preschool, cussing at my teachers.
How'd you know that?
Anyway.
I'm so nervous. Just say it!
No, okay, so I told you before that I don't like dating apps because they're weird to me.
You went on a dating app?
I finally downloaded a dating app.
Why? Well, hold on. Like, I understand download because I had a dating app, but I would
had multiple dating apps.
But I would never download an internet app because it's all the same people.
There's an option in the dating app that lets you expand your horizons.
What does that mean?
It's from here to the whole country. So instead of...
You're talking to someone from another country.
Not another country. It's still from the United States.
Okay. Are they from Florida?
No. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
I finally downloaded a dating app, and it's weird for me because like I had no idea there were like all these different things. It's like post 5 pictures of yourself, and I don't know you've probably gone on my Facebook before.
Yeah, one
I
picture.
have like 2 profile pictures. I don't take pictures. One of my profile pictures was my senior picture.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was like, okay. I mean,
your senior pictures when you were a tiara and.
No, not those ones.
Oh, okay.
I had senior pictures that were supposed to go for the slideshow, but they never put those in. They put the ones with the tiara in anyways.
Wow, they did you dirty.
I was like, okay, I mean, I'm not... Okay.
You wore a tiara and
a tutu?
And a tutu. For his senior pictures, by the way.
It was...
So they know what's going on.
Yeah, it was great. Talk about that later. Anyway, so I ended up going in the bathroom and like taking pictures of myself and realized that I've never taken pictures of myself because I was looking at them afterwards. It's like, what is this? Is this how I really look? I should probably use one of those filters.
That's what I do, honey. I always make me look better.
Anyway, I ended up picking up like 4 or 5 of them, put them on, and then I moved on and said, "Hey, tell us about yourself." I was like, "I don't know." Like I don't know how to explain myself. Like I'm trying to talk to someone that I've never met before. It's like, "Hey, I'm weird.
Oh, you don't want to put that?
Yeah, I didn't put that. I'm not dumb. But me introducing myself on the internet to a random stranger is just like completely weird to me.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So I got through all that stuff, and I got someone who messaged me,
Oh my god.
and it was definitely kind of awkward because the only reason that they had messaged me
Yeah.
is because they had recognized me.
Oh god. Was it Jamie?
Oh god, no. I would have not texted her back if that was the case. No, it was someone from Speech and Debate.
Who could it be?
I don't know if you remember. I don't think you were there. No, you weren't. It was the last year of senior year. The last year of senior year, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is why we're losers.
Well, you never use a dating app, so that confirms
Shh.
it.
Anyway, it was the last year of high school, senior year, and JD, one of my other friends, I yeah, my other friend, we'll just say that it was one of the people he dated, and I didn't recognize her at first because she had cut her hair, she got piercings, she dyed her hair, and she looked completely different from when I had saw her last. I was like, oh, she's kind of cute, cool. I mean, she recognizes me from somewhere, and then we started talking, and I was like, well, do you remember what I did? Do you remember what pieces you did? And it hit me, and I was like, oh shoot, I remember who this is.
Oh god. That is not good.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't want to like hook up or anything or like date because the only reason she messaged me was because she recognized me. So like the conversation ended like 2 days later. But it was like the weirdest experience for me. Like I haven't been on there since. Like I'm scared to like swipe on someone and be like, "Hey, I recognize you," and then I'm gonna be like, "I don't know who you are. I feel really bad." Like that is the first thing I told her. She's like, "I think I know you from somewhere." She's like, "Did you do speech in high school?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I would never do dating apps here. That's
I
why.
I don't know who you are though. I am so sorry.
Oh.
It was like the worst. That's one of the worst experiences of my life.
See, when I had one, my bio was like, I could roast you harder than your homies. And so guys would message me and ask me to roast them.
To roast me.
And one of the guys, he was like, "Can you roast me?" And he kind of, I don't know if you know who Malama is.
No.
He's like a Puerto Rican singer. Anyways,
Yeah.
he kind of looked like him, but he was like Muslim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, "You look like a Muslim." Maluma, and he's like, "Oh my god, that is so funny. We need to hang out." I was like, "Wow, I thought you were gonna talk to me after this."
Yeah, I made a dating profile just to insult people.
Basically, and it was so fun.
See, that's the difference between us, though. Like, I was actually trying to find someone to talk to, and you just want to make fun of people.
But like, people were like, "Oh, like you're funny. We should hang out." And I was like, "All right,
It's like, cool.
You gonna buy me food? Nice."
It's like I went on there to make fun of people and get free food.
Basically, I was a broke college kid. I needed some free food.
Oh.
It's really bad, though.
It's pretty bad.
Maybe I shouldn't go on the internet. They're like, "Oh yeah, I know that girl. She's gonna just use you for free food."
You remember the person that went to that high school that down in, or it was college? I'm trying to explain you,
Oh.
and it's not working right now.
I was like, "Who are you talking about?"
The school? What?
I don't do that anymore. No, not at the moment. My mom beats me now because we're in quarantine and I had to move back home.
Everyone's in quarantine.
Yes. But I moved back home.
This is why I'm glad I'm not in college.
Yeah. I love college. Okay, I love it, except for the school part. That's like the worst part of it. And now it's only the school part.
So why don't you just go to social events instead of going to college?
I don't know.
I spent $15,000
I get
for a social event that I don't even like.
no, it's like it's super fun. I love it. I love like they had like free concerts. They had for like students you could go to free concerts all the time. You could go to like drag queen shows. You could go to like different stuff, and there's always something to do, and you're always like meeting new people. And I known people from the program we were in the
Yeah.
summer. A lot of people go down there, so I met more people through there, and so I had like got a good group of friends. And I'm like, I would say I'm pretty like well known, popular. And then
Yeah, but none of them made fun of you, so it didn't really count.
I have one friend that does. Sometimes too much. But, it's I like it. And I get most of it for free. I'm because I got a lot of scholarships because again, I was a loser in high school. And I didn't go to any parties. I didn't get to live out my high school years. I'm living out my college years. But now I can't because of COVID.
See, the college that I applied to, they had a bunch of stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But I also didn't want to like have to do homework again.
Yeah.
So,
Like, what were you going to go into though?
yeah, that's probably why I didn't go.
Like business is I get passionate about it. Like I could do the projects and I'm like having a good time doing it. Like we built businesses, like we built like a t-shirt business, we built like different businesses and it's fun. Like cuz you get to use your creativity and stuff like that. If I were to go for like engineering, I'd probably hate my life.
Yeah, you're not good with math.
No, I
You can't
failed
do
like
math.
stats like twice already.
I did business stats. Business stats isn't hard. Have you done business stats?
Yeah, that's the one.
Did you fail?
Yeah, I did. I'm not good at math. Which is
Business stats wasn't that bad. I mean, the teacher I had was old, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
that's mean. Yeah, why are you age shaming?
I'm not age. He was getting up there in years. He didn't really. He taught us how to do it, but he didn't really like.
Grade well or harsh. He was just like, good
Yeah,
job.
pretty much.
That's good. I wish
There
my teacher was like
so
that.
many people that cheated in that class. Like he literally gave us a cheat sheet for all the things that he had handed out to us.
Nice. I want to be in that class. Who is it? Maybe I could take it with him.
And he gave us our test to take home
Mm.
and told us, hey, there's a book of answers on the internet at this site.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I still got people hitting me up from that class. It's like, hey, what'd you get for this answer on this part of the test? I was like, dude, he literally gave you a cheat sheet. He's like, I know, but I think it's a lie. I was like,
It's not true. He's trying to test us.
I passed that class with like a 98.
Oh my god. Yeah, my teacher was not that cool.
I didn't cheat like everyone else, but
Uh-huh. Mhm. I believe you. Uh-huh. I would definitely cheat.
I know you would. You're not good with math.
I still cheated. And I still failed.
There was, in high school, there was a class. It was Miss Morelli's class. I don't know. Were you in that class with us? I think you were.
Was it yearbook?
No,
Or was it the math class?
it was the math class.
I wasn't in it.
Was
I was taking Miss Haas class. I was doing the
Oh yeah, you weren't smart enough to take that class. you were.
I'm
were in
really bad at math.
You were in the group that wasn't advanced. I forget that sometimes.
I'm good at other subjects. Everything else I'm like A
Was
plus.
Adriana in it? I
Yeah.
feel like Adriana was in that class with me.
She was, but she was
With Alyssa and all them over there in the corner.
yeah, but she was in the same classes as me, except for senior year, because she wanted to have the easier
Yeah.
math class, and I wanted to do the hard math because I know I was going into college that next year. Then I was like,
Yeah.
I need to stay doing math, so I still failed.
See, I would have loved to be in a harder math class, and I didn't know that they were offering calculus.
That's a
It's like I
nightmare.
was taking algebra too. I would have loved to be in calculus because I don't know Miss Hathaway was teaching calculus to Sierra and Jalen and all them. I hated them. Sierra the most.
Say that.
I well so what if they listen to it they know now. Anyway.
She's just calling out people.
Anyway.
I hated them too.
I wanted to take the class. I didn't know that she was offering it. And I ended up taking, I don't even remember what it was called. But she didn't teach us anything in that
I
class.
heard, yeah.
Like, she literally just gave us the assignments. It's like, here, do this. No one knew how to do it. There were like 3 people that sat around her in the class. They didn't have to do any of the work. They had...
And I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
They had the test. We had the test. They sat there, talked to her the whole time. I heard her say, so yeah, I'm just going to give you guys like a 98 anyways, 97. Make it look like you guys did it. I was like, really? Everyone else is sitting here doing it. We have to turn in all our work. You didn't even teach us how to do it. But you're going to give them just a free pass?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she was the worst teacher. I'm so glad she's not there anymore.
Oh my god. I hated how like a lot of the teachers just favored like those one group of students in high school.
Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to happen, but it does. I mean,
it was like in almost all the classes except for Miss Berry's because she favored us.
Yeah, because we were in speech.
Yeah, we were the nerdy kids, so she liked us.
The speech kids were the ones she liked, yeah.
So it was the other way around, which I loved. It was like my vengeance.
It's like, this is the one class I'm better than you in.
Yeah.
See, but that at least Miss Berry didn't like just like, yeah, I'm gonna give you a 98. You still had to do the work in her class.
Yeah, and I feel like she was harder on you more.
Oh yeah.
Academically, anyways.
Like, I read some people's essays because they had me read them, like proofread them and everything. And then she'd go over mine, she'd go over theirs and be like, yeah, this is good. And she'd go over mine and like, it's like, there's supposed to be a comma right here. This isn't even supposed to be a comma, Ryan.
She was like harder.
Like, I don't what?
Because she's like, oh, I know you guys could do better. Yeah. These idiots, on the other hand.
Yeah, I was like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Do you miss high school?
I miss speech. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I miss like the rest of it.
Yeah.
But speech is definitely like what I miss.
I think I miss seeing like you and like Adriana and like my friends every day. I miss that.
You don't have anybody.
I mean, yeah.
It's like, I don't have friends anymore.
I have friends. It's just no one wants to hang out. I mean, I understand. It's quarantine. But like, I'm just in my room all the time, just working on homework, working on work. It's like
watching
nice.
YouTube videos.
When I have free time, yeah. All of them.
Literally all you do. You're either working on work from high school, or not high school, college, or you're doing stuff for your job, or you're watching YouTube videos or TikToks, or trying to make TikTok dances and then sending them to me. Like, that is your life. That is all you do. Like, you don't hang out with anybody unless someone's like, hey.
Yeah, I really don't hang out with anyone. Because the few people that I do, like, they're always busy. Like, you're always busy.
Because I have a job.
Exactly. We're always busy. Like, Alyssa, she's always busy. You're always busy. And then the people that do ask me to hang out, I don't want to hang out with them.
See, it's different, though. Like, with Josh, like, me and him, like, we're still, like, friends and everything. Like, I'll invite him over or whatever. But I'm not going to, like, seek him out and be like, hey, you want to hang out on this day for this?
Like, I do sometimes. I ask him to hang out sometimes.
Like, he knows I'm still there. He knows he can hit me up whenever he needs to. Like, it's not like I'm just ignoring him.
But you're busy, exactly.
Yeah, like, he knows that.
I hate it. I hate being an adult.
Next time on the Nameless Losers, we'll talk about how being an adult sucks.
Do you want to end it there?
It is getting to the time.
All right, we're gonna end it. We'll see you guys next time. Subscribe. I don't know if you could do that. Like and
Start
following us so you can see more of us or hear more of us. Bye.